I am live. Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? If you are here, if anyone is here, can you see me? Can you hear me? If you can, just type in the chat. I haven't come live on here in so long. So I hope you can hear me and see me. Can you? Let me check the chat. Okay. Let me just type hi on the chat and see if anyone's here. Okay. So my chat is showing up. That means chat is working. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now I can see. The awareness diary says yes, good evening. Ashi says hi. Sanya says hi. Navjot says hi. Shruti says hey. Shushmita says hi. Bhavitra, Anjali, Veena, Dino, Kritika. So a lot of you can see me. Okay, a lot of you are here. Kritika, hi guys. Lovely to see everybody today. It's been a very long time since I've done live on YouTube, and it's not a good thing. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna come live on every Friday. So once on YouTube, one Friday on YouTube, one Friday on Instagram, and I promise to come live every Friday for until at least September. Okay, so we will keep doing these Friday lives so you guys can get your questions answered. So, hello to everybody. Many of you had submitted your questions for this live beforehand, so I will take the questions that you've submitted. My team has sent me those questions. If you have questions that you want me to answer for you, there are two ways in which you can do this. Number one is next week we will be having live again on Instagram. So in the description here you should see my Instagram link. It's basically just Synchro Shakti. You can join us on Instagram and send us your message via direct message. Okay, so whatever's your question, just direct message it to us on Instagram. So DM us on Instagram whatever your questions are. For today, I'm going to take 20 minutes to answer the questions that are submitted. But before you tune out and think it's not my questions, I'm going to answer it in a way that applies to all of us here. But before I get started on the questions and answers, tell me in the chat, how has your day been? What has been the highlight? What has been the highlight of your day today? What was the best moment of your day today? Tell me in the chat and I will read it out live and loud as you all share. Okay. So I can see a lot of questions already coming in about astrology. I'll take the astrology question today because someone had asked that as well. How to forgive someone who has hurt me. We'll be talking about that as well because already people have asked those questions. Difference between manifestation and meditation and how to relate them both. We will look into that. But perhaps not in this one, maybe in the next one on Friday when we do it on Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram and DM me that question so I can answer it on Instagram. Okay, all right. Sujata says, I enjoyed the rain today. Mansi says, I came back home to my papa. What a beautiful thing. Pushpa says, how can we increase our vibration? You are doing it right now by coming live. But there's hundreds of ways. I have a whole video. I have like 5 videos on this topic. Just type on YouTube, just type Synchro Shakti, how to raise your vibration, and you will get all my videos on that topic. In fact, every topic that has been submitted on the live, I've already done like 10 videos on those topics. So you just have to take whatever question it is, type my name on YouTube next to that, Synchro Shakti, and you'll get a video on that topic. Okay. So sun presented in school was awesome. Ride on my motorcycle was awesome. Fantastic. Okay. So now that I know how you guys are and we're connected, let's jump into question and answer. I have to go live at 6:55 in my Vibe Shift daily sessions, which are 20 minutes of live every weekday. We do this to align ourselves to create magical things. If that's something you want to come and attend, find out more information. My team will. It's already in the description. The link. My team will add the link here in the chat as well. If you want to join me live, 7 to 7:20 p.m. Indian Standard Time every single weekday to do awesome exercises to connect to magic of the universe. If that's something for you, come find out in the description. So Vibe Shift, that's what it's called. So let's take the first question. Okay. So question number 1 is the question. Remember, I'll answer it in a way that applies to all of you. So the first question is, I tried 2 cup method 3 to 4 times with a gap of 4 months, sometimes once in a year, but I did not get success. Also doing Ho'oponopono prayer, requesting you to please make a perfect imagination video for job with high salary. For the past 1 year, I've suffered a lot and still didn't get a job. So if you haven't got a job in 1 year, and the questioner says that, so remember, when I'm answering, I'm not going to specify. I'm going to answer it in a way that it applies to all your desires. So the questioner says that she tried 2 cup method. So let's take fresh, okay, sheet of paper. On the left, we have the problem is she's not getting a job. In your case, it could be whatever other manifestation you have. On this side, she's tried 2 cup method few times, okay, over the year, but she's also said, from the past 1 year, I suffered a lot. I suffered a lot. Now, suffering or feeling upset about the lack of something, okay, or feeling upset about reality, suffering is like, so imagine you're in this train station. There are many, many different trains. One train is going to Kanyakumari, one train is going to Punjab. Okay. Now you want to go to Kanyakumari, which is the job, the relationship, the health, the career, whatever it is. That's the train to Kanyakumari. But you are sitting on the train to Punjab, which is noticing the lack of it, having a mixed energy. Mixed energy means you have some people. Now I don't know the questioner personally, but I can easily tell you that there's you're focused on lack. So we're here focused on lack is mixed energy. Focus, so a lot of people have self image issues, so they don't see themselves as somebody who's going to rock the industry. They see themselves as someone who's trying to apply for a job. So tell me in the chat, who is a success? The person who sees themselves as an epic success in this world. Even if I haven't even started my career, I'm still going to be an epic success in this world because I am phenomenal. I have a mind that is sharp. I have a heart that can learn. I am so good at serving the world. I'm so excited to serve the companies. I have so much to bring on the table. Any company will be awesome, happy to hire me. I can't wait to bring the world forward. That person will be more energetically aligned, or would it be the person who is suffering the lack of jobs, still haven't gotten it? I'm applying from desperation. I'm applying from a place of lack. Every day I'm checking to see what's happening. So that's on this side. This is the mixed energy train going to Punjab. Okay. But you want to be on the train to Kanyakumari, your destination where you actually want to go. So how do you get here? 100 ways of getting here. But first you have to step out of this train, get out onto that platform, go find this platform, so get clear on what it looks like, what it feels like to be here, and then every day or whenever you can strengthen this. So how do you strengthen this? How do you get into this train? Is very simple. You strengthen this by looking at what is already working out in this area. So, if you've had jobs before, appreciate the fact that people have employed you before. If you've never had a job before, or you've never had this experience or this manifestation before, look at all the good in the world where this is already happening. Example, appreciate that so many people in the world are getting their dream jobs every day. So many people in the world are achieving this beautiful marriage every day. I appreciate that this stuff exists in our universe. Next, why am I worthy? I'm worthy because I am phenomenal at listening. I have all these amazing skills. Every company would be happy to hire me. I'm really, really excited to serve the company. In your case, if you, let's say if you want to get married, this is why I'm a bomb husband or bomb wife, why I'm such a brilliant wife. This is why I'm going to make the best wife ever. And can't wait to see who this lucky guy or lucky woman is who's going to end up marrying me. That's your self concept. Your self concept was what creates your results. Write it down. Your self concept, how I see myself, is what creates my results. So if you want to have all of this, but your self concept is, I'm just trying to succeed. I'm starting, but I've not got there, but I don't know what, that's the energy. Then what ends up happening is you're on this train going to Punjab, but you're supposed to be on this train and you're wondering, why am I not getting to Kanyakumari? It's been like 1 year. Train is still going to Punjab, not the train to Kanyakumari. So you have to get off that platform. Do not take score. I make a lot of videos on this. One of the strongest parts of creating the reality you want is two things. The first one is momentum. Momentum. Write it down, tattoo it on your hands. Okay, if I meet you for the next meet and greet, I want to see this tattoo called momentum. Momentum means that this train that I want to be in, okay, this Kanyakumari train, I want to strengthen it every day. Look at what it looks like, feels like to be on this train, why I'm deserving of it, why what I'm doing with my life here, what is working out in this area, what blessings I have in this area. Bless it day in, day out. And that's momentum. If you keep doing that, in the beginning, it's like pushing a wheel. In the beginning, you have to push a bit. It's a lot of strength you need to put. You have to strengthen it. You have to strengthen it. But after some time, what happens to the wheel? It starts building momentum and zoing, it goes on its own. Then again, it'll go on its own. It'll go on its own. And finally, it's like, what's happening? It's building a lot of momentum. Then you can chill. Wheel will keep going and manifestations keep happening in that way. That's momentum. So, two cup method does not create momentum. It's like going to the gym 3 times a year and wondering why do I not have muscles. I went 3 times a year and didn't build because you didn't build momentum. Momentum is the first very very important thing. Now, of course, you can think of something, forget about it, and manifest it, because when you thought about it, you had no resistance. You were just like, yeah, I got it. I didn't make it too important. I thought about it and manifested. You did not need to build momentum. But for people who struggle to manifest, the reason why they need to build momentum, strengthen this consistently, is because their this vibration, their lack of self-belief, their lack focus, their sadness, their pain is so strong that they have to build this side more often, more consistently enough to build this momentum. Because this momentum right now is like that wheel, giddy, 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 giddy. So we have to stop that wheel and start building this wheel. That's why consistency is very, very, very important to build momentum. So not two cup method. The power is never, ever, ever in the technique. The power is always in the wielder of the technique. That is you. Your momentum, your focus, what you focus on is what grows. This person suffered for 1 year. Where is the focus? Right? Heal the pain, focus back here. Heal the pain, focus back here. That's the first thing. The second thing when it comes to creating anything is do not take score. Do not take score. I made a video about 4 weeks ago, in the beginning of somewhere maybe 5 6 weeks ago. Said 2025, I want everybody to do the work every day. Keep strengthening. Oh, what is working out? Why am I best match for this? Why did it happen? One of the strong ways of strengthening a desire is to ask, why did it happen? Why did it happen? Why did I happen? Because if I believe this in my core, in every cell of my body, that I am not only got a job, I'm freaking CEO of this company or of a company, or I'm doing phenomenally in my career, if that's in my cells and I'm vibrating there, and I'm so deeply convinced of this, I'm on the train to Kanyakumari. I'm not on the Punjab train. I'm on this train. Now, if I'm so deeply convinced of this, which only happens once momentum starts building, not if you just do a two cup method with 100 different resistances under the surface, not going to work. So I told everybody that for 1 year, just keep doing this, build momentum, and do not take score until 31st of December, because by then you would have achieved all of these things because you're not taking score. The number one thing that brings us back to ground zero in our vibration is we take score. We look, has anybody sent me, oh, I got a rejection letter and I didn't get this and I didn't get that and it's not working, and then no, no, no. No, build momentum. Before you build strong in a momentum, don't take score. Don't even ask the question what is happening. There is a beautiful story in Joe Dispenza's. I have to make sure I go in time because I have to go live in my class right now soon in 10 minutes. So there is a beautiful story in Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, in which he talks about his son, Jace, who, and I'm a big believer in this, that there is no pre-existing conditions in the universe. People think that in order to get something they have to first get this and then get this and do your resume and then go for interview, and I don't believe in any of that. I don't even believe that you have to do basic diploma in order to do this, in order I don't believe in any of that. There are no pre-existing conditions in the universe. People can become judges on TV shows without a law degree, but because they're skilled, because they do well in what they're doing in their craft. Point I'm trying to make is, in the story, Jace, what Joe Dispenza tells him is, every day meditate, go into the quantum, right? Just meditate, become nobody, nothing, just be in that state. And from that state, just imagine yourself with the dream job that you want. In his case, it was that he wanted to be in the surfboard industry. So he started imagining himself day in and day out. And Joe Dispenza told him, "Don't get up until you're actually different on the inside, until you're actually feeling like this is it. This is what I have. This is my destiny. I have it. I have it. Only then get up." So fully live that experience in your body. And he does that day in, day out, day in, day out. A month goes past, 2 months go past. Then his son is returning home, goes to a shop. When he goes to the shop, he sees that the world's premier surfboard fin designer is in that shop, and they end up having a conversation. And he gets a job for something that was exactly what he had defined in his meditation, which was he gets paid a bomb. He has all the time in the world to do the work because there is no working hours and things like that. And he gets to do what he absolutely loves to do, and he gets to travel, etc., etc. I forget what was the exact conditions he put, but every day he lived it in his body. Remember, Kanyakumari train going here. We're not looking at the lack. We are constantly strengthening this day in and day out, not taking score. Because when we don't take score, we are still vibrating in that feeling of this is my destiny, this is my reality, this is who I am, this is who I am. Identity, the strongest momentum. How do you know if your momentum is built? Is when you identify as that I am an incredibly successful entrepreneur, I am an incredibly successful teacher, I am an incredibly successful songwriter. Whatever it is you're creating, I am a phenomenal wife, I am an incredible mother to a beautiful newborn, I am. Nobody can convince you. Even if I woke you up at 3 in the morning, no one could convince you that you're not. That's momentum. That is what we are trying to create, not 2 cup method here and 1 cup method there. We're talking about creating something deep within us that our default vibration is of that person. Then when you become that, you won't even think twice. You'll be like, yeah, I already knew I'll get it. It's so normal for me. Okay, so this is what I want you to understand from the training of today. Okay, if you got answer to that, if you got an answer, please tell me yes, I got the answer in the chat, and then we'll go to the next question. So there is a video on this topic as well, on this whole job situation topic. It's called manifest a job offer in no time. Okay, jobs are easy. In my academy, people are getting not only jobs, they're climbing up the ranks of their companies much faster. I had just a success story I was clipping yesterday for my vibe shift class. In that, the guy says that he was supposed to get a promotion in 2 years. He got the promotion 2 years earlier. That's what's happening when you build. You're on this train, okay? Building the train of momentum. That's magic of momentum. Don't focus on techniques twice a year. Focus on the whole year. Build the momentum that I am this, I am that, this is my destiny. No one can convince me otherwise. Strengthen it. You won't feel that conviction on day one, day two, day three, but on day four, day five, day 10, day 15, it start becoming so normal for you that, yeah, of course, this is my, I'm a I'm a phenomenon in my industry. That is how your inner self will begin to, or your self concept begins. But you have to build momentum. Okay? Super. You got it? Okay, let's go to the next question real quick because I have to go live in 5 minutes to my vibe shift class. Okay, so the next question was astrological. So, astrology, someone here also asked about astrology. By the way, for all the questions you have, I already have videos on it. Someone asked for forgiveness, just type Synchro Shakti forgiveness. If you want astrology, just type Synchro Shakti astrology, but I'll answer it anyway because someone had asked this question. Someone had asked about bullies and narcissists. Someone asked here as well, how do I stop people from abusing me? I have a whole video series on it. It's easy. It all comes down to the things that we are talking about here. So just go. I have videos on it already. So, astrology predictions. Question number one. Everywhere astrologers are asking for stars and okay, so when you get a bad astrology prediction and you start believing in it, I have so much to talk about this, but not enough time, so I'll run through this. Okay, few things. Luckily for me, now imagine all the people like me who were never exposed to this astrology stuff. So it was not in my upbringing, it was not in my consciousness, it was never there to put one more seed of limitation in my head. I didn't have it. So luckily, because I didn't have the conditioning of astrology in my upbringing, even though I've had astrology readings done, I have a very strong ego around the fact that if someone tells me that I can't do something, anybody gives me a result that I don't resonate with, I will prove the person wrong every time. So I've had many astrology readings happen to me that I have smashed every single one of them every single time. I've had students who've done it all the time, people who are even told that they would die, who are very much alive and living and thriving. So firstly, two things. Number one, astrology was built on the position of the stars at that. I don't know anything about astrology, I'll tell you right now. All I'm saying is, look at the success rate of how many predictions actually came true versus a prediction that you are fearing will come true, therefore believing in it. And belief is the biggest creator of our lives. That's why I said, build, strengthen your belief so much that no one can convince you otherwise. You're already half convinced that you're not going to succeed. So when someone tells you that, it acts on your conviction that you're not going to succeed, and you sit down with it feeling really upset. But when you feel upset, that's your emotions showing you that that thought you're holding is not the truth. Your inner being, your spirit, feels joy and happiness when truth is in front of it. So when you have thoughts like you can do it and you can achieve great things and you can do wonderful things in life and have a good life, you feel good because that's your inner being. Your soul is saying, yes, that's the truth. But when you feel bad, it's the your soul saying that's not the truth. This is just an idea. So imagine all the people in the world who have no idea about astrology, who are sitting and achieving whatever they were. What about them? Astrology only applies to those who've been brought up in a world of astrology. No, then it should apply to all people. But why is it that so many people are defying astrology predictions if it is a science that applies to all people? Now, I know there are many of you who are astrologers, and I mean no disrespect. I have zero knowledge on astrology. But what I do know, there are two things. Ashrit, who is India's in Esther Hicks, they guided us on astrology and all of those things. I made a video on that. Please type Synchro Shakti astrology. You will see a video on Ashrit talking about astrology. So go watch that video. It's there, Synchro Shakti, Ashrit, AASHI. My team will put the link here. Go watch that video. I have to go live in 1 minute, so I'm going to leave. The second thing is, and by the way, those of you who want to come for Vibe Shift, come, go. If you, it just costs 1,999 for a whole month of daily live classes. So come, my team will put the link here as well. I've got to go live, so I'm going to go. What I have not completed, we will continue next week on Friday on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. You'll find the link in the chat as well as in the description. Follow us on Instagram. DM your questions. Next Friday we will go live on Instagram. I have to go live now for my Vibe Shift class because I'm teaching 20 minutes of live alignment every day exercises. If you want to join that, if you want to come to class and continue this in class, join the link in the description or in the chat my team will give you. I hope that coming live and connecting like this has kind of sparked something in you and your mind is open. I appreciate you. I love you. And like I said, I have to go live now in my main class. So I will see you guys next week. Please submit your questions. I hope that you guys had a good time. And I'll see you again with this fiery session Friday on Instagram. And then next Friday back on YouTube. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.